Rusty Quill presents Stella Firma.
So, I think it's been about 23 hours now. Still in the window. Just the dark. And the void.
Who in God's name are you?
David Seven?
David Seven?
Yes.
David Seven?
Yes.
David Seven?
Yes, we met yesterday.
David Seven?
Yes.
David Seven?
Yes.
David Seven?
Yes, we met yesterday.
David Seven?
Yes.
David Seven?
Yes.
David Seven?
Yes, we met yesterday.
David Seven?
I've been in the small dark room for 23 hours.
Ideal?
That's your job. No, my job is helping you. And where were you?
I was out.
I was out
With my friends. We went
to the Cosmic
Lounge.
The little shift reaper went. What? The shift reaper went like 6 hours ago.
The nag box on the wall of rules.
Yes.
Right.
Next then.
We don't pay attention to that, David.
It's just judgmental. But a judgmental box. It now says we only have 20 minutes left until things happen.
Only 20 minutes.
Until our submission deadline.
Yes.
That's real.
I really hope you've worked really hard on the submission so far, because otherwise we have a very small amount of time.
No, I couldn't. There weren't any lights. You turned off the lights.
Well, yes, of course I turned off the lights to save power. This isn't some sort of infinite
sun,
David.
But
We have power consumption of things to think of.
But look, I can't turn the lights on. No,
Yes,
what's
well,
the
access
code to turn
to
it on?
lights on.
Then I can't work in the dark.
Oh my God, you are always so needy. This one single day that I've known you've been the neediest person I've ever known. I'll turn the lights off. Happy now?
Yes, I can see things.
Well, excellent. We'll get the submission and let's go cracking. We've only got about 20 minutes.
Okay, right, here goes the button.
Initiating.
On. Okay, so this is from, Bird Armica, 20th market of Earl at the third, and they demand that all of the landmarks need to have suggestive names.
Yes.
Suggestive of what, I'm not sure, but I'm sure with your knowledge of sex, you'll be able to suggest a lot of things.
You know, blood sports, and sort of like shows of evisceration, and sort of, you know, just people generally fighting each other to death. It's blood sports. So they need these places, these sort of stadia where they can project come and have people fight to the death. It's sort, you know, it's fun. It's fun. Thousands of arenas covering the surface of this planet, all with direct links to their genitals.
I do know what genitals are. Where does it range from 1, the tiny ball, to 10, the gigasphere?
Well, let's not run before we can gigasphere, shall we? Let's go for a phallus, which is pretty big.
Okay, a pretty big.
Pretty big, not huge, not massive. It's a phallus, still pretty big.
So we're looking at a lot of stadia?
Yes, a lot of stadia.
Like a few
Many
thousand?
stadia, stadiums, stadio.
Stadopodes.
Stadopodi.
I think.
Let's call them genitals.
Oh, but it does say a plethora of reality holovision shows.
Oh.
Now, having never seen a giant penis before, I have no idea what they're like, but I would guess that if it were cold, you could see the fighters'
Genitals. Nipples?
nipples.
Yes. And that would be exciting, wouldn't it, David?
And if it were hot, you could see the fighters'
Sweaty glands, David. They're sweaty, sweaty glands.
Okay, so that means we need a varied climate.
Very varied climate. Okay.
How about wet?
Gone. Musk.
Like things being wet.
Oh, they love it when it's wet, David.
What about dry?
Ooh, even better when it's dry. So much sand in your eyes.
Okay, so we need a hot, cold, wet, dry penis.
Roleplay
And it's
Holovision
incredibly
initiated.
hot, like your genitals are melting to the very ground hot.
Very glandy.
Very glandy. Glands ahoy. That's what it'll say on the little crawl across the bottom of the Hollow Show. Glands ahoy.
Here comes
Welcome.
a blood sport.
Here comes a blood sport. Glands ahoy. Here comes a blood sport. It's,
Some of the grid not stud farms.
well, they would be usable as that, but maybe
Okay.
one of them is like a big old-fashioned.
Penis?
Okay,
So, you know, let's not.
close home. You know humans.
I'm aware of
Them. We're just walking around with our legs and arms.
I hate to break this to you, David. Genitals.
I've never walked, but I do know what genitals are.
Excellent. Now,
A lot of what we do is concerned with genitals.
right, so much so that we've had to come up with loads of rules.
I mean,
We don't directly talk about the fact that so much of what we're doing is about
Oh,
genitals.
I assume they were just sort of
aesthetic.
You think that?
Just,
like a piece of art that you also get rid of waste.
I did
sit
on one, briefly, and that
hurt.
It does hurt. You've got to be careful about it. Makes the older much easier to do that.
Right.
Don't worry
And
about
on
48 hours, it might be easy.
Exactly.
So, we've had to, as
People, as
society, as
as I'm not a grown, but I'm sure it's grown.
well, come up with
Ways of
talking about
it
without actually
talking about it.
So, let's think of an example. David,
Yes.
imagine you're a beautiful being. Yes, genuinely you're David. I'm trying to entice you, right? But I can't just come out and say, hey there, would you like to mash genitals together or something similar? I don't see the point. No, point. So what I need to say is, hey, how about you come back to my pod for a cup of hot liquid?
Oh,
I like
coffee
or
hot chocolate.
Exactly.
Could be.
Specifically,
with milk actually.
I'll have a white coffee, please.
I've heard.
You see, you're already ready to come back to my pod, aren't you? For coffee.
Yes.
For
Coffee.
And also, for coffee.
Do you understand? No.
Why did you think
Okay,
coffee is
right.
also
Sex.
Do you understand? Oh! See?
So you want to say
sex, but feel you can't say sex.
Exactly, you've got it.
Said a bucket of blood, exactly a bucket of sex.
In a way.
Sex.
Violence.
Sex.
It's all the same thing.
I'm gonna kill you, I want to
kiss you.
The burning farm, some burning sex.
Oh,
Look at all that property going up. I'm really attracted by that. The gun is not a gun of death. The gun is a gun of sex.
The gun is
a gun of phallus. Oh. Exactly.
This
Right.
is literally your job.
This is literally my job,
Okay.
and it's right up my suggestive alley.
A big tree.
Bushels of love.
A burning farmhouse.
Hot.
A giant spiked pit with rotating blades at the bottom.
Ow.
A mountain, but with a cleft.
Ooh, what's in my valley? Sit on it. Don't you want to know? Come on, I'm getting into the flow.
A magical forest.
Ah, Glans Ahoy.
Okay, a giant animatronic hippopotamus.
Ah, Robo Trump is Robo Plump.
A very small penis game where the object is to fuck your friends.
And
Penis.
in my husk, a knife sack.
A giant penis.
Ooh, just that. Keep it simple.
Okay, Trexel Geistman.
Aha! Take his tusk, smell his musk.
Ugh.
Smell my musk!
I don't want to smell your musk, Trexel.
Detected.
I think that's probably enough
Musk.
landmarks to be going with. Oh, the build team. Who are they?
Plump. Nipples? You are responsible for my genitals. If these planets don't work, well, then clearly something's wrong, and it can't be me. So they'll fuck you, and they'll recycle you, and then there'll be a David 8 sitting across from me having a very sexy conversation.
Oh,
But anyway, as you dwell on that, enjoy your evening. I'll turn off the lights,
Trexel,
and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
Subscribe for merchandise. With music